Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hosea 1. This book is off the chain. Um, Hosea has 14 chapters, so we'll be here for just a minute. But there's a lot in this book, and I'm going to attempt to get some stuff out here. It's going to go along the same lines as Jeremiah and Isaiah and Ezekiel and Zechariah. Most of the prophets do. Some of them stand out on their own, but most of them go along the same lines. But there's some different details here. And you're going to see God use Hosea in a really weird way as an example of his love for his nation. The word of the Lord that came to Hosea the son of Beeri in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam the son of Joash, king of Israel. When the Lord began to speak by Hosea, the Lord said to Hosea, "Go take yourself a wife of harlotry, and children of harlotry, for the land has committed great harlotry by departing from the Lord." And you remember what he did in the other prophets, since we've gone through several prophets now. He would use them as an example to the people. The life that they were living, the things that they were doing, were examples to speak to the people. Who was it? Isaiah, 3 months naked? Or not 3 months, 3 years naked? Yeah. So the Lord used them to prove points. And he's doing this here with Hosea. But this one's interesting because he always accused Israel of their harlotry. And now he's going to use him to show them what it looks like when he loves them and heals them. Verse 3, so he went and took Gomer. Heck of a name for a girl. Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, and she conceived and bore him a son. Then the Lord said to him, "Call his name Jezreel, for in a little while I will avenge the bloodshed of Jezreel in the house of Jehu, and bring an end to the kingdom of the house of Israel." And bring an end to the kingdom of the house of Israel. How interesting. See, there's another reason why we're covering these prophets here, and it's to expose the judgment God is going to bring on Israel for what they've done, and to this day what they still continue to do. He's making a point here because this time frame is very quickly approaching. There's no mystery as to why we're suddenly in the books of the prophets. I don't see that because I'm not doing it. I'm not at the behest of what I want to do. I'm letting the Lord lead on what this is and exposing, here's the next book, here's the next book. Will you see the continuity of the story that we're getting to here and the more details relating to the exact same points? It's not by accident. God's sending a message. He's telling us what's coming, what's about to happen. And these are warnings to Israel to pay attention to their own prophets. It shall come to pass, verse 5, in that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again and bore a daughter. Then God said to him, "Call her name Lo Ruhamah, for I will no longer have mercy on the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away." Strong wording here. "Yet I will have mercy on the house of Judah." Okay, let's take a look here, because he's immediately in the first chapter getting into this. "For I will no longer," verse 6, "have mercy on the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. Yet I will have mercy on the house of Judah. Will save them by the Lord their God, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword or battle, but by horsemen, by horses or horsemen." Very interesting. So the house of Israel is going to be taken away. But the house of Judah is a different story. And we know the previous prophet we just went through, it says a third of Israel will be saved. The other 2/3 are gone. That's pretty staggering. That's pretty staggering. But the Bible said it. A lot of people want to get mad because I'm talking about this stuff and then being Mystery Babylon. The Bible is clearly pointing to this. Very clearly, shockingly clearly, that they're the ones that are Mystery Babylon. It's a mystery why they're Babylon. Well, it's not really if you look at the details. But it's going to be a mystery to the world. I mean, they're the ones that are going to usher in the Antichrist. I mean, how much? Not too hard to make the connection there. I mean, the harlot's literally riding on the back of the red dragon, and the red dragon's related to Antichrist. Hello, great red dragon, Satan. Hello. So the connection is there, and Hosea is no different. It's making this connection very clear. Now, verse 8, when she had leaned lo Ruhamah, she conceived and bore a son. So she's popping out kids. Then God said, call his name Lo Ami, for you are not my people, and I will not be your God. So he's using Hosea and his family as an example to Israel, because there's, what's the name of another kid? What's the name of this kid? Oh, that's an interesting name. Yep, God told me to name him that. Interesting. But now look at the end of verse 9. The restoration of Israel. Verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. That's going to be in the future. Which cannot be measured or numbered. And it shall come to pass in the place where it was said to them, you are not my people, there it shall be said to them, you are sons of the living God. Then the children of Judah and the children of Israel shall be gathered together, and appoint for themselves one head. And they shall come up out of the land, for great will be the day of Jezreel. So this is linking to tribulation. And the one head is going to be Jesus Christ. So the people he's going to save are going to propagate and going to have kids and repopulate the earth. It's going to be pretty incredible, actually, to watch this happen. Now, this is a short chapter, but you get the point. He's tired of what's going on, and then there's a day coming when the Lord is going to deal with this. The tribulation is not going to be fun. There's no surviving that unless the Lord wills you to survive it. A lot of people think they're going to circumvent God's authority on this, and they're going to do all these things. You're not. No, it's not going to happen. This is going to be the worst time the earth has ever seen or will see. That's a bold statement. So you can rest assured it will literally be worse than anything anybody's ever experienced, ever. Take all the disasters of history and put them all together. And keep in mind, in the past there was a flood, and we prove it over and over again, and archaeologically. Keep in mind, there was a flood that wiped out everything on the earth except for 8 people. And the tribulation is going to be worse than that. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. And those people didn't die quick in that flood either. We have the archaeological evidence of the footprints running different directions. Well, the same direction, trying to go to high ground. Even found one wall where you could see people were digging their feet in the mud to climb up the wall to get to higher ground. So it's going to be worse than that. By a long shot, according to Scripture. So we take this seriously. This isn't just sidebar commentary. This is something that is serious. What's going to happen to Israel is serious, but it's for a purpose. It's a purging. Just like the church is under purging now, Israel will be under purging in the tribulation. In fact, the whole world will be. God knows what he's doing. He's making no bones about what he's doing and why he's going to do it, and who it's going to involve. We would do well to listen. And to not be scared of the information, but instead look at it and go, okay, I want to understand why this is going to happen. And my goal is to help everybody understand why. I think the Lord's goal is to help everybody understand why too. Because there are a lot of Christians that are walking in deception today and getting themselves in a lot of trouble and aligning themselves with some terrible, terrible people and some practices they should not be doing. So we'll read the Bible and we'll see what the Bible has to say about all that stuff. And we'll do our best to come to terms with it and understand what it's telling us. And clearly he's telling us, Israel's got a problem and I'm going to deal with it. So here we go again, right back into the same story. And God's not leaving any people without a warning. So guys, that was Hosea 1. It's a quick one, but you get the point. Hosea 2 is a continuation of Hosea 1, is evidenced by the first verse. So there's going to be a lot here, and it's going to be really graphic. So if you don't like really graphic, then you might want to skip this playlist. But we're in it now, so here we go. All right. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.